stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's looking good, and he makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at 4. From the gun, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Lance now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. On the return, it's Taylor. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, Mike.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. They'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Lance. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Lance now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take it at the 42, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. but let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 49ers 4-yard line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final try now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And the Jets are going to hang on. To seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to